Hello and welcome to a brand new video on twin flames. Today with the topic, is he or she spiritual enough for this whole thing? Is he or she awakened enough? And I'm also owing you an explanation to my last video I did as an April Fool's joke. And some of you got it, some of you didn't, some of you loved it, some of you hated it and were upset by it. That's totally fine. But it's always pointing you to something, even if you get upset by it, even if you feel, is this what she's saying true or is it not true? Like, I'm lost. Usually she's saying something else. And now all of a sudden she's saying you can't unite and there's only a few twin flames. So I'm a little bit lost now. So by doing that, by sort of making fun of you a little bit, I do point you to the place in your heart where you know the truth, where you feel that this feels off, what she's saying feels off, and I encourage you to trust yourself and to recognize the lie that I'm telling you. So that was that. So I want to clear that up. I gave you 6 points last time about different facts on twin flames and if he's just as into you as you are into him or her. So now I want to clear certain things up I said, and the first point was there's only 144,000 twin flames, and maybe you're lucky enough for yours to be on Earth, or for you even to be a twin flame. Maybe you are that special someone that happens to be one of these 144,000. And no, it's not true. It was a joke. It was a bad joke in the sense of this is actually what you can read on the internet. This is actually what some people say and put out there as truth. So I wasn't inventing that or making that up. It's actually something that you might hear and that might confuse you and that might encourage you to give up on your journey and to give up on your one true love. Because you're like, oh, I'm probably not one of these limited edition people that only have a twin flame and I don't have one. So that's why I made fun of it, to point to the absurdity of it. Is that a word? I just made it up. And for you to realize, that doesn't feel good. I'm sure she's off. She must be wrong, because why would I meet my twin flame for then to find out that I'm not part of the true twin flames? So take that in again. No, you're not, like, there's not a limited number of twin flames. Everyone was created with a twin flame. Everyone was created with their perfect partner. Everyone is created in a set of two. Why would there be an exception for some people? There isn't. There just isn't. So you're on the right path if you believe in twin flames. They're also not of Satan, as I read lately, as the newest invention of strange comments I get is, oh, it's actually Satan's work to create twin flames. It's like, oh, why would it feel so good to be with your twin flame then if it's from Satan? So no, it's not from Satan. It's actually from God. It's from love. And yes, it's your eternal truth and essence that you were created with a perfect partner by your side. You as a feminine have a masculine that is just like you and complementary in the right ways also, to show you certain things you're not yet accepting about yourself. But you're created in perfect harmony and you're meant to live in perfect harmony. So if we go back, or if we elaborate on the topic of today, is he spiritual enough? Is he awakened enough? It is, the question you're asking is he the problem? And you're not actually asking the question, you're pretty sure he is. He is the problem. He has to be the problem, because you are almost have ascended. You have done so much inner work. You are doing yoga. You have been eating healthier for the past 6 months. You have been reading all these books. You have heard that twin flames exist or might exist. You have come to an understanding that the world is a mirror, and that everything is showing you something about yourself. You have, where can we go? Maybe you have broken up with your partner because you realized we're not in love or not anymore. He's not the person I want to spend my life with. You have decided to move on. You have taken all these steps. Now, I beg you, don't fall into the trap of turning around and going, he is lower than the floor. Remember, he's still in the stone age of spirituality. He's not catching up with me anytime soon. He is a lost case that I'd rather move on from, and hope and pray that there is another twin flame for me, that I'm this rare species of having been created with several twin flames, so I'm going to meet another one soon, and I can forget about this one, the non-awakened one. If you do that, you are falling into a trap. You are hindering your process, not your process, your progress. Your process you can't really, I mean, it's happening. Even if you choose it constantly, consciously to work on yourself, or if you're just basically, sailing through it somehow, it might take you longer, but the process is set, is happening. So yes, don't point at your other you, because that's what they are. They are your other you. They are your other self. They are you in another body. I know it takes something to wrap your mind and heart around this fact. It's not the easiest thing to understand. It's not something that we grow up with and that we heard first in kindergarten and then in primary school and then at university, and so it's so ingrained in us. Oh yeah, we were created with someone. They're us, they're one. There's actually no separation between us. That's not the case. That it is the case that there's no separation between you even now, even if you're separated physically, even if you are not sitting next to him right now, there's no separation between you. You're the same, you're one. So this is true. However, we haven't been programmed with that truth. So it does take something to understand that it's actually what it is. So be kind to yourself and with yourself as you go through the process of integrating that consciousness and that awareness. So it becomes your most normal. So it becomes your most natural. You're just like, yes, I know I exist as a couple. I exist with someone else. This person over there is actually me. This person who's sitting on my sofa annoying the heck out of me is actually me. That takes something. So whenever you leave that place of awareness and truth and go over to its little brother that goes, oh, he is the issue and he's not awakened yet and he's not spiritual enough, that's when you lose sight of the truth and where you are robbing yourself of an opportunity to heal. Because they are, no matter how annoying they are, no matter how ambiguous they are in their behavior, no matter how torn they behave or how, whatever it is, cruel, you perceive it as cruel, but in truth, twin flames are never cruel with each other. Whatever you perceive is actually that he's you. So if we assume that there's these twin flame couples all over the world, right? It's not just a set number of a selected few. Everyone has a twin flame. I want you to actually picture that for once, to imagine the world population, right? Can you imagine it? Yes, it's a lot of people, right? So it's hard for our brain to imagine that, but just, an image of a lot of people all around the globe living their lives. And now you sort of split it in half, not like this, but just like in general. And you imagine that it's always one with the other, right? This one is with that one. That one is with this one. This one is with this one. No, 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 no. There's only half of the types than the whole humanity, because it's always two and two together. So this is what will, I was saying, so if if we take half of the population that, let's say, is watching this video, not quite yet, but maybe one day. So you guys that I'm talking to are watching this video. If you're one with that other person who might be watching football and you're like, they're not awakened, it's impossible that you're one and that you are twin flames and you're more spiritual than him. It's not possible because you're on the same page all the time. You're on the same level all the time. You heal the same blocks all the time. And this is proven. This works. There's so and so many couples that prove exactly that. It's not something that is made up. It actually works that way. So don't go into the trap of thinking he is the issue. Whenever you think he is the issue, not there yet, holding you back, wasting your time, not worth your attention, we always assume we really talk about your twin flame and not just some guy that's teaching you some other lessons. So whenever you speak about your twin flame like that, you're actually speaking about yourself like that because they're you. So just catch yourself whenever you try to do that. That's already a very good exercise. Catch yourself pointing fingers and stop doing that because you're like, come back to your own awareness and go, okay, if he's doing that, I must be doing it somewhere too. Maybe not in the same way as him, but in a different area of your life. So yes, he's awakened enough. He's spiritual enough for you. If you're spiritual, he is too, even if it looks different. And then the last thing I told you is that you're meant to never unite. In my April's Fool's video again, if you click in at this moment of the video and you hear me go, you're meant to never unite, take it out of context and use it against me and slap it around my head. That's not what you're supposed to do. So I said that in the last video as a joke because it doesn't make sense. And it's also something that you find on the internet, that people say, that other teachers say, that you're not meant to unite. They're just meant to teach you something. They're meant to move you, like to give you these homeworks I told you, and then they're just meant to be separate from you, wherever they live. And you both sort of live your life, that's a hard one, just like your life full of lies because you're maybe being with someone else and you're pretending to be with that person, but you constantly think of each other and you constantly want to be with each other with your true twin flame. So it just doesn't make sense. And if I joke in my videos like that, I want you to catch that. I want you to catch the moment and the lesson of this doesn't make sense. Why would it be created in that way? Like you don't even need to go into God or whatever, like the universe. Like just ask yourself, okay, this is a concept. Why would it be created in that way? That you want each other but never get to be with each other. It just does not make sense. So yes, you're meant to unite. You're meant to live your life as one together, happily united. You can choose to do it in this lifetime. You can do it in some other lifetime. And then just know about twin flames in this lifetime already. Watch my videos and tell yourself you're really happy with your husband and it's all perfect, and no, there's no need to change anything because everything is perfect. You can try to do that. Not sure how long it's going to go well, but just know that my message to you is that you're meant to be together and that you deserve that and that you are worthy of that big love. It does go through a process where you do get to heal yourself. It's something that takes some patience in some cases, but it's just so worth it if you're passionate about truth and about living the truth. So reach out if you want help. Thanks for watching. I see you soon and I'm sending you lots of kisses. Bye guys. Bye.